No, no cheats. No cheats. That would ruin it, frankly. The magic of this playthrough is that it's been achieved without cheats. I don't want to ruin it by doing console bullshit. Also, I need to turn the audio up a bit, because... Okay, that was maybe a bit much. Because I've tweaked my audio settings in OBS slightly. I'll keep an eye on it, though. Continue. Do you briefly see there for a second, like, the version of Bobbard if he doesn't have the portrait DLC installed? Like, he goes from being this dashing fellow to being an absolute tramp. Right. Okay. So. One character's owed me a favour. Maisie. Yes, Maisie. This random lady who turned up and had amazing stewardship, who I put on the council. She owes me a favour. Special minor titles we can... that's always there. Go away. Wrong type of holding in domain. Over here, apparently. Right, I need to... There really needs to make an auto-create new vassal feature. I hate that. Anyway, and 3-week claims can be pressed. None of which will help us, as far as I'm aware. Holds a higher title and is of the same dynasty. Or if he's the de jure liege of the kingdom of Brith... yeah, no, we're not. So that's pointless. Why bother? How was Bobbard today? Well, he had a case of the measles, and he's still feeling a little stressed. But he got over his measles, and he has a pet dog now, which might help him reduce stress. He also has a tavern in his palace, which is supposed to help with the stress thing, but it hasn't really so far. I get conflicting information from the chat every time I ask about this. Some people say it's a random event. Some people say you do it by right-clicking on your portrait. It's not available here, so I'm going to assume that the random event people were correct. I really like to get rid of arbitrary and replace it with just again. I've noticed with the great now and not the just. That's fine, I guess. King Bobbard the Great has a nice ring to it, at least, but I would like to have just back again instead of arbitrary. I don't like arbitrary. Stupid. I'd like to have patient back again as well. We lost a couple of really good traits there, unfortunately. But it's bound to happen eventually, when you live as long as this guy has. 106 years old. And we got an event last time as well, which told us that our vassals have finally started to notice that he's been ruling for an awfully long time. So I don't know what that will lead to, but it sounded very ominous indeed. Could be a civil war or two on the horizon. We'll find out, I'm sure. ×5 speed, let's go. I'm enjoying this playthrough, but I'm acutely aware of the fact that it's taking fucking ages, and there's other stuff that I want to play, so I'm going to boost the time up a little bit here, so that we can get it over and done with a little quicker. I say over and done with like it's some sort of chore, it's not, but just speed the game up a bit, you know. To my liege, you can call me husband, you know. It's perfectly fine. My work in Westmeath seems to have come to fruition. Ah, brilliant. We got another claim and another... Use it, yeah, immediately. Another claim on another Irish province. Excellent, excellent, excellent. Hello, Earl Sean. You're not going to be the Earl for much longer, I'm afraid. Is this not like EU4? I can't choose not to invite my ally, because it'd be really annoying if Portugal decided not to join me for the sake of a tiny thing like this and then broke the alliance. That would be annoying, but whatever. Military. Raise me personal vassals. Somewhat overkill this, but okay. Oh, man, can you see the way my computer struggles when we put it on ×5 speed? Good grief. My poor, crappy CPU. Oh, dear. You don't auto-join, you have to invite them. It's just potential allies. Okay, good stuff. Favorite subject does not interest me anymore, and I can't speak about it with the same zeal as before. What? Bobbard losing zealous? That's ridiculous. You're not remotely the same man anymore, are you, Bobbard? Age has dulled you. You're not zealous anymore. You're not patient anymore. You're not kind anymore. You're not just anymore. Actually, I think he might still be kind. He's charitable, not kind, though. Right. No character again. I hate it when this happens. Right. We're short a commander, apparently. Gilchrist. Got Marshal 20. You will do in a pinch. Let's go. Dead. Apostate found. Hello. Court Chaplain Donald bursts into your chambers, flanked by several warriors, dragging Kerrick Nichelferich. Sorry, I just want to tweak the audio a little bit here. Sorry about this audio. Crusader Kings 2 has very irritatingly inconsistent audio. Because it likes to do this thing where if you open a menu, it makes the music quieter, and if you close it, it gets louder again, and I really don't like that feature at all. Anyway. My king, there are many concerned peasants claiming that their children are plagued by nightmares of this woman. She's obviously a witch. What shall be done with her? Burn the apostate, gain 10 piety, and this lady dies with her 13 intrigue. Throw the apostate in the dungeon. She's imprisoned. She doesn't like us. And she gains the trait excommunicated. Bring out the branding iron. Ugh. Let her go free. What harm could it do? She hates us regardless of what happens here, but... these are all horrible options. I'll chuck you in the dungeon. We can let you out later. Though you are excommunicated, so bad luck. Your husband's dead. He died of the Great Pox. Yeah, that's a lady who's led an unfortunate life. Ugh. Game Master. Under slightly different circumstances, Bobbard would probably played little toy medieval Warhammer with you. As we know, he does like that. Right, captured in battle. This dude, perfect. I should really remember to ransom some of my prisoners instead of just letting them rot all the time. Victory. Abdul has finished his education in the ways of war. It's evident that he's excelled in his studies. He's a skilled tactician. Nice one, dude. Oh, dashing fellow. Nice moustache. Right. Might make you a commander. Let's see. My council. Nope. Minor titles. Commander. Abdul. You are now a commander. Congrats. There you are, old chap. This is the guy who, as a child, when we were on crusade in Spain, pickpocketed Bobbard when he was walking down a busy market street. And we had a few options, and one of them was, "Ha! I like this kid's style. He's got balls." And then you invite him to join your court. So, yeah. He has come a long way from being a peasant boy who pickpocketed a king. Could have had that hand cut off. But no, now he's a commander in the armies of Scotland. Pretty cool, honestly. I might want to switch my my marshal over to the other thing. I forget what it's called, so you can try and train Abdul up to be even better. Anyway, we've had 100% war score for a little while now, so let's just get that over and done with.
We're watching you.
I don't want to make him a vassal because he's Andalusian and a Muslim, which will cause probably a ton of problems, but having him in my realm in some capacity is kind of fun. Don't want to mess with CK3. I am perfectly willing to mess with CK3. I am looking forward to playing CK3. I just don't want to play CK3 until I've finished this playthrough first. I'm really looking forward to playing CK3. It looks pretty damn good from what I can see, but yeah, I just want to finish this first. Right, so I'm in no rush really to play CK3 at the end of the day, because even though it does look good, it's a Paradox game, and therefore it will mature like a good wine, essentially. They're always like that, you know, the longer you wait to play a Paradox game, generally the better it turns out to be. The Ethiopian slave chancellor, the one the eunuch. I remember him. Right, let's dismiss the levies. And hand this to someone. Someone who likes us. Lennon, he's one of my commanders, isn't he? I think. No, he's my marshal, in fact. He's already Earl of somewhere else, so. Danella can't have anything. Gilchrist. Well, I think you helped me conquer this place, so perhaps it would only be fair. What is this place called? I've conquered this place and I don't even know what it's called. Westmeath. There you go. Congratulations, you are now Earl Gilchrist. And apparently I've lost my steward. What the heck happened there? I don't know. Conan, the mayor of Fort View. Do I have any angry vassals? Ah, yes, this guy. Unfortunately, you have a stewardship of 4, so I don't care how angry and powerful you are. It's not bloody happening. Conan, the steward, not the barbarian. And in the meantime, me wife can go and claim somewhere else. How's about that place? That looks good to me. You don't have any crazy allies, do you? Not allied with the Holy Roman Empire or something? Nope. Yes, I remember John. He used to rule this place, I think. He was the Earl of Apple. Yeah, the Keanu Reeves guy. Absolute spitting image. It was a little spooky. Oh, Conan has died of depression. Our guy, Duke Conan the Bold. He ruled an emirate in Egypt since one of the Crusades. Wow. Okay, all of this went to France, apparently. That's pretty crazy. Although they seem to have lost their Algerian holdings. Most of them, anyway. They've still got these little bits of Tunisia here, but France, again, busy colonizing Africa, many centuries ahead of schedule, for some reason. Great. That's owned by the Byzantines for some mad reason, don't know why. Yeah, Egypt as a kingdom is struggling a bit, it looks like. Queen Eliza the Cruel. What's wrong with this guy? Grievously scarred. Wow. I think I've seen that one come up before. A visitor. You have received a visitor, a monk from the famous great abbey at Cluny. He tells you that the monks there spend much of their days in devoted prayer, and that they always mention the names of the most pious Christians in those prayers. If you would demonstrate your immense piety by donating a large sum of gold to Cluny Abbey, you would surely be among those present in the Nigerian prince's prayers. I mean, the monk's prayers. Well, when you've got 6,900 gold already, what does it matter? How are the Byzantines doing? You know, they're trucking along. Got a little bit of Russia up here. Little bit of Italy down there. You know, they're doing their thing. They haven't exploded and become gigantic as they sometimes do, at least not yet. The Holy Roman Empire's really been doing the whole gigantic blob in the middle of Europe thing, big time. Mongols are coming soon. Ooh, yeah. Good point. How is India doing? I don't know what any of these factions are because my knowledge of this period of Indian history is fucking non-existent. So, but good for these guys, I guess. One of these days, maybe I should play as a Raja of India. Because you can't do that in CK3. I'm curious to see how different the experience is from playing a West European feudal lord. But anyway. Unpause. Oh, the frames. Oh, God. My CPU is just bursting into flames trying to process this all. Anyway, who's running? Who's actually ruling now that my son Conan's dead? Anyway, I'm curious. It is Duke Murray. Who, yeah, looks an awful lot like his dad and his granddad, actually. The family resemblance was really strong with Conan, and apparently also his kids as well. A lot of the other kids didn't end up looking remotely like Bobbard, but these guys did. Look at that jawline. I mean, damn. Duke Murray. Of Fayoum. Interesting. Still got the Scottish culture type. Good. Glad to see he's respecting the traditions. Cool. Come on, zoom in. I know you're lagging, but zoom in. Lots of peasants have been moving to the county of Gowrie. I really don't know how to pronounce anything vaguely Celtic. I really don't. Your steward, Conan, suggests building new roads in order to make it easier for the peasants to reach the central holdings. Do it, boy. And Meath is prospering as well. Yeah, a lot of people kind of thought the Sunset Invasion was a bit stupid, and to be fair, that's because it is pretty stupid. The thing about CK2 is it started off as a fairly straight-laced sort of medieval, you know, kingdom simulator, and then as it went on and on and on, and they introduced more and more silly elements like immortality and the Holy Grail and stuff. Some people, justifiably, were not on board with that, really. Ah, right. This is our daughter, Queen Sally, the Crusader of Portugal, who never seems to take this helmet off. Dear King Bobbard of Scotland, we're having some trouble with one of your petty nobles visiting Porto. His behaviour being unacceptable would be quite an understatement, and I will have to take action soon. Best wishes, Queen Sally. Alright, I'll do the diplomatic option, because we can. Jolly good. We got some prestige, and Sally likes us extra more. Good stuff. How is she doing down there, anyway? All right, she definitely consolidated her borders somewhat. I just worry about what's going to happen if the Moors decide, right, we want that land back. Thank you very much. My liege, our work in that place seems to have come to fruition by bribing, cajoling, extorting, threatening, and another one. Oh, she's just the best. She's just the best chancellor. She's the best everything. I cannot believe we are blessed with her presence. All right. You know the drill, everybody. Oh, I think he's got this tiny, tiny would-be Kingdom of Wales on his side in this particular contest here. We can call in allies, but I'm not going to. Raise the personal levies. Got everyone. Ah, Abdul's here. Brilliant. Abdul's leading the flank. That's a fairly respectable little army they had there, actually, considering he's a one-province minor. 3k dudes, that's not bad. Right, they're just going to run away, so I'm going to lay siege to their home. Because I can. Oh, we got an open council position. Court chaplain. Oh, man. Our chaplains are dropping like flies. Beethan, Bishop of St. Kentigern. You are the new bishop. Congrats. I mean, court chaplain. So my troops ransacked the castle of Roscommane. Carmine? I don't know. They uncovered an interesting relic that Sean had hidden away there. Oh! The skull trophy. Interesting. Some buffoon has built a big statue of themselves here. Tearing it down and selling the gold plating should fetch a few coins. Excellent. Skull trophy. As one stares into the empty sockets of this decidedly human skull, it is not uncommon to experience both fascination and revulsion. It is a reminder of our impending death. For some, anyway. And for some, a satisfying deed. Monthly prestige plus 0.05. We winning yet? 88%, that's frustrating. Go on, a little bit more. There we go. See, the thing I really like about fabrication wars like this is that it basically deletes the previous vassal that lived there. Unlike when we did this de jure one over Dunbar, and we ended up having to put up with, well, this Anglo-Saxon dickhead. Because his vassalage was basically transferred from England to me, and they get all disgruntled and annoyed about that. Understandably, I suppose. But when you do it this way, it's like, yep, delete the vassal, throw him in jail, whatever, exile him to the arse end of Europe. But this is mine now, and I can now give it to someone I like. Oh yeah, England's having its bi-weekly civil war. Who's it between this time? The Grand Old Duke of York, it looks like, Leofric. Here, whoever he is. War against the tyranny of King Aethelfrith, which is that the boy king still? Oh no, he's actually come of age. Lots of frogs in this playthrough, I've noticed, actually. Tons of people called the frog. This guy included. Baptized by Pope Nicholas. Pope Nicolaus. No, was that the one that was my nephew, or was it the one that came after Nicolaus? I think it was the one that came after Nicolaus that was my nephew. Midas touched. Dull. Uncouth. Crowned by Pope Leo X. Diligent, kind. In an ordinary playthrough, he wouldn't be a terrible king. Probably. Nice stewardship skill. Duchy of Connacht can be created, eh? Ooh, Kingdom of Ireland can be created. Well, don't mind if I do. That's another kingdom in the bag. That's 3 kingdoms I've got now. And we can found the new empire for 1,000 gold. Well, why the heck not? Scotland is now an empire. We get a big, massive, fancy shield to prove it. And our border is extra fancy as well. Emperor Bobbard the Great, ladies and gentlemen. It was about time. And look, Daniel's got a fancy new hat. Great stuff. Let's mean I can't have the Empire of Britannia now? I don't care, guys. I don't care. I think the Empire of Scotland is even funnier, frankly. Look, Empire of Scotland. I mean, it's ridiculous. It's brilliant. He is now the Immortal God Emperor, of course, this means. Which also means that that it's pretty much obligatory at this point that when we complete stage 2 of Clydesdale Palace, we will be building a golden throne. That's definitely going to happen. Bobbard Monroe, immobile upon the golden throne of Scotland. The golden throne of Clydesdale. Really, the golden throne of Glasgow. Really? As an empire, you might be able to make a de jure claim / war for England. Oh, that's interesting as a concept, yeah. Yeah. So can I have vassal kings now? Is that a thing as well? Not that I'm really keen on the idea of having vassal kings, but can I, in theory, have vassal kings? Okay, I can, right. I like all my vassals to be lowly earls and counts, mostly. Easier to manage that way. But, yeah, right. Who's getting West Connacht, then? Conan. He's currently the mayor of that town. Colburn's just a commander, isn't he? Good idea to reward your generals, just as a general rule. Pun not intended, really, genuinely, honestly. But it's a good idea to keep your generals happy. There you go. Apparently I can create the Duchy of Connacht as well. Sure. I can press a de jure ducal... Oh, I can I? I don't seem to be able to declare war on the English, which is a shame. I can offer to join his civil war, though. Can I offer to join this guy? I can. Well, can I, though? That's the thing. Yeah, actually, I can. That's interesting. Not sure I want to get involved, but I could if I wanted to. Well, this certainly seems like a good idea, although I might have to... Hold on. Yeah, you have to play fair, don't you? You have to dismiss the levies before you're allowed to declare war on people. So maybe I should check this again. Ooh! Claim Shropshire. That wasn't really what I had in mind, if I'm honest. No. I was hoping for a nice de jure war for being the emperor of everything. But, never mind. Paladin Dupree, calm the fuck down, dude. Right. Oh. Yes, sir. I shall be having that. Thank you very much. Oh, we've changed colour. Look at that. We're a nice baby blue now. I think I preferred the dark blue, but whatever. Your faithful hunting dog is always around and always happy to see you. It's good to have such a faithful friend, and my stress is finally removed. Hurrah. Are you beating up my retinue? You are, aren't you? Is my retinue winning? Kind of looks like it is. I simply cannot bear the sight of my grandson, Corentin, but with his perfect body and happy life, after seeing how much he cares about keeping a balanced diet and a healthy body, I started to wonder if I couldn't ruin him with just a few well-placed words. What? This is too petty even for me. Holy crap, my 164-man levy is beating this entire army. That's funny. That Scottish military tech, boys. Look, he's doing it again. Sparta, eat your heart out. Can't stop thinking about all those prisoners in my dungeon. They're at my complete mercy. What a thrill it would be to... No! Resist my foul impulses. Actually, thank you for reminding me we have lots of people in the dungeon, though, because we should ransom a few of them. Isbale, are you the witch? Or are you someone else? No, you seem to be someone else entirely. There we go. Victory. Ah, we got some friends. Let's go deal with them, shall we? Alright, you know what? You can go fight my tiny retinue of death. And you will immediately stop laying waste to my capital, thank you very much. Oh, they finally beat my retinue. That's funny. Right. Enough of this, thank you. Oh, I've realized my army doesn't have anyone commanding the flanks. That's dumb. Where the heck is... Oh, Bobard's commanding, along with Gilchrist, is commanding the retinue. That might explain why they were doing so well. For heaven's sake. Right, there we go. Now we've got our house in order. Let's go beat these guys up again a few times. Where are they going? Right, back to Ireland. This has been an irritating war so far. Abdullah's a Catholic bishop now. Excuse me. Excuse me. No. No, he's still an Andalusian Sunni. Just give up. For heaven's sake. Outbreak of disease in the oh, right, that's just a siege event. It's like, no more measles, please, for heaven's sake. Bombard the Great of Scotland. Yeah, it changed our colour, but that's about it. Although, I suppose if I were to go to direct vassals mode or something... there's a shortcut to do this, and I forgot what it is. Control click or something? Maybe that was it. Yeah, I think that's it. Colors are all weird now. We got green and stuff everywhere. It feels strange. Do you know the funny thing is though, we've actually reverted to the color that South Scotland was back in the day. Back when old Dudders created the Kingdom of South Scotland, it was this color, if I recall. So retro is back in fashion right now, it would seem. 100% at last. False demands. There we go. Now here's the thing. Is he still in charge? Oh gosh, he is, yeah. See, this is why I prefer to fabricate claims generally. Because now we have this annoying Goit in the kingdom. Preparing to cause me problems. Can't imprison him. Could revoke his title, but people won't like that either. Transfer him under the Duke of Connacht. Yeah, I'm the Duke of Connacht. So, you know. Right. I suppose I could always just have him murdered. That's always the thing. Northern Crusade. There is currently an ongoing war between the Teutons and the Pagans. Again! This would be number 2. I'm not sure who's winning, if I'm honest. It's just a mess over there. Vassal inheritance warning. Ah, this asshole. Right. This would... Why would it pass from my realm? Your liege is him. And his liege is me. Why would that pass from my realm? Oh, because you're heir to the petty kingdom of Orkney. Jesus Christ, he's heir to a whole bunch of stuff. Look at him. That kid. Is that your son? It is. Oh, annoying. Look at Bobard's crown. Yeah, it's upgraded slightly, hasn't it? Oh no, Janella's officially old now, apparently. But she's got a nice hat too. Time to claim Orkney. Yeah! Yeah, I agree. Good idea. Time to claim Orkney indeed. I've been meaning to do it for a while now. I mean, it's just sat there right on the edge of Scotland. It ought to be mine, frankly. Hit 50 and poof! Instant old, yes. I think in Crusader Kings 3 the transition's a lot more gradual because they've got the 3D models for the characters now. Which is good. My arbitrariness just cost me several gold coins. Yeah, could you stop being arbitrary? It's proper annoying, mate. Can you go back to being just? See you, Scatterbrain. I feel like I should really be upgrading stuff, but I find this such a chore to do all the time. Have a children training ground. That's stereotypically Scottish, right? Lots of pikemen. Port. Ooh. Oh, lots of... Okay, a couple of good options here. Let's do that first. Toll booth. Speak to me not of the toll booth. For 'tis evil. 'Tis the work of Satan. Anything else I can upgrade? I did build a few new cities that really need to get... I need to get the ball rolling on, so... Town market. Let's get a port as well. It's just not a Swedish toll booth. Well, yes. Speaking of Sweden, how are they doing? Better and better every time I look at them. How's Norway doing? Slightly better as well. They're getting deviously close to finally linking up their two little blobs of land. Russia. Where's Muscovy? Do they still exist? Not sure they do. Or do they not exist yet? It was either in this game. It was either in Crusader Kings 1 or EU2 that Muscovy was like the recommended go-to noob country to play as opposed to these days in CK2 where it's Ireland, and in EU4 it's Castile. There's some Portugal and Poland. What have you been up to, Sal? Look, she's expanded here as well. That's my girl. Well done, Sally. Just carving out an empire there. Across half of Europe. Well done. Well done indeed. She's gone native. She's now Portuguese. Smart move on her part, I would argue, frankly. Apparently she's been excommunicated, although she was crowned by the Pope. That's interesting. It's very interesting, actually. I kill her, I get all her titles. Yeah, but I'm not going to kill her because I'm not interested in Portugal and that also bit of Poland. I'm more interested in seeing what she can do all by her lonesome. I could have taken all this as part of the crusade for myself, but I deliberately made her the beneficiary because I thought it would be more interesting. And so far, I've been right. Yeah, France got kicked out of Algeria and Tunisia, but they... Never mind, they did have this for a bit. Now this is apparently Sardinia and Corsica. But Sardinia is France. And southern France is now Sardinia and Corsica as well. As is all of this. Paris is now Sardinia and Corsica. What the fuck, France? What have you done? What have you done? Yeah, Sardinia and Corsica is everywhere but Sardinia and Corsica. Sardinia is France and Corsica is the Holy Roman Empire. This is peak Paradox game right here. Jesus Christ. This is almost as good as me playing... I was playing Hearts of Iron 4 with the Kaiserreich mod recently, and I put a screenshot of this on the Discord in the Paradox Games chat, but yeah, I ended up in a situation where Hawaii conquered most of Siberia. What actually happened is Hawaii landed their troops there first, and because they were a sort of puppet of Japan, and Japan did all of the conquering of Siberia, but because Hawaii had the first boots on the ground, it's considered Hawaii on the map. So, yeah, I had half of Siberia being named Hawaii in big letters, and it made me want to go and die in a corner. Rest in peace, my immersion. Oh, in Brazilian Norway, yes, that was a whole thing. There was a big blob of Norway here, which was green and labelled Brazil. Oh, and yeah, Portugal was conquered by Chile as well. That was the thing too. What was even more cursed is that an event came up for the fall of Lisbon, and it was talking about how Chilean troops entered Lisbon. I was like, what is going on? What is going on? Stop it, Gabe. Stop it. Aloha from Siberia, yeah. Duke Aaron feels I risk too much with my escapades and get lost. Have you seen my personal combat score, Duke Aaron? Have you seen it? It's 87. It used to be 99, but it's 87. We are taught that to uphold the virtue of charity, we have to ransom our prisoners and to forgive offences willingly. I have prisoners in my dungeons. Oh, Isabel. Right. Yeah. Off you go. That's why you don't play Hoi 4 anymore. Well, you could always use the Black Ice mod, I suppose. That's the one that on the Steam store page for it says ahistorical behavior will cause the game to crash. They take their historical accuracy very seriously on that mod team, apparently. Oh yeah, when is our 11th birthday? Have we just missed it? I think we have. It's our 11th. My lord, there's a noble warrior at the gate. Welcome, Gillespie. I can always use decent commanders, who I can then turn into loyal vassals. Duchess Innes of Ulster claims that Duke Echtgal of Ulster is attempting to promote vile heresies. How should I use this information? Expose and denounce. I bet there'd be a really extra cool option here if I had remotely decent intrigue. Alas. This guy. This is the guy who owns half my goddamn country, and I'm not happy about it. Expose and denounce him publicly, giving me a reason to arrest him. Yes. It's a shame I don't have the trapdoor in the throne room, because that would allow me to really give a good chance of getting him. A 14% chance of success based on our state intrigue. For fuck's sake, Bobbard, why can't you be good at intrigue? Might declare war on us or flee to another court. Ooh. Curse you. Request excommunication? No. Demand Gavelkind. That's interesting, because that would break up his territory after he dies. Well, I'll quick save. Mostly out of force of habit rather than anything else, but I'm going to be a bit sneaky here. I don't know whether it'll let me do this, to be honest with you. But let's give it a try. I think it's time for a civil war, ladies and gentlemen. The English have been having all the fun in that department lately. That's quite a big army. I wonder if attrition's going to be a problem. Right. Echtgal? Echtgal, I think, isn't it, really? Or is it Echtgal? I can never remember which way the accent goes at the top. It's either or A. Anyway. I think it's Echtgal. If it was the thing was pointing the other way, it'd be Echtgal. Anyway. Failed to capture him, he's now raised a flag in rebellion. That's what we kind of thought would happen. God, it's so weird that it's green. Whatever. Let's go, guys. Whoa. Okay, we're going to have to slow the clock down a bit here. Luckily, it will. One step ahead. I can press de jure ducal claims. Oh. On. Well, we'll deal. That's whatever. We'll deal with that later. That's weird, but whatever. Time to die, my friend. I do actually have commanders this time. Good. It's always nice when your army is actually led by generals. Captured in battle. Oh, sadly not the one I wanted. Oh! Oh, we've got him. There you go. We got the bastard. Enforced demands. He loses prestige. We gain prestige. I guess he stays in the dungeon? That was a very short-lived civil war. Now then. Yeah, you're still a problem, but whatever. We can have some de jure fun with that if it does go away, I suppose. In fact, I can pretty much de jure declare war on virtually the rest of Ireland now, can't I? Since I'm the King of Ireland. God, I can't. Oh, she's already 52. I'm going to miss her so much when she's gone. I really am. Best wifey ever. Let's see. Now what do we do with him is the question. Just leave him to rot? his heir seems to be rather okay with me, generally speaking. So, yeah, I guess we'll leave him to rot. Message about invite to plot has been received from Dorian Fitzpatrick. What's this about? I'd like you to join our plot to fabricate a claim on the Duchy of Ulster. What? Oh, you want to take the Duchy of Ulster from Echtgal? Oh! Well, jolly, carry on. You have my blessing. Excellent. Off you pop. Ah, I think he just died. Yeah. Died in the dungeons. I'm sure I had nothing to do with that. Excellent stuff. He's still got a lot of stuff. I might want to now be like, oi, mate, Gavelkind, let's do this. I'm not thrilled at instituting Gavelkind law, but I will comply in return for a large sum of money. I'm sure you understand. Oh, you call that a large sum of money? Alright then, fine. There you go. Right, so that will all be broken up after he's gone. Excellent. Ah, just another day running the Empire of Scotland, everybody. It did seem to me almost as if everyone was glad to see him gone. He was captured immediately, and then straight after that, someone had him offed while he was in my dungeon. And it wasn't even me that started the plot either. He clearly wasn't very popular. Does the Empire of Scotland rule the waves or just the Highlands? Well, since there's no naval combat in CK2, I guess ruling the waves is a bit moot. Now, out of curiosity... I don't seem to be able to... Oh, he's not the guy in charge of this bunch. Right, you are. De jure war on... Can't do a de jure war on the whole lot. Guess it's got to be one at a time. Bite-size annexation. No naval combat in CK3 either. Eh. I mean, yeah, no, it's it's whatever. I'm not sure naval combat was a really big thing in this period anyway. They really get into it in EU4, which is when, you know, controlling naval trade routes and stuff became all of a sudden hella important. Less so in this time period. There really doesn't seem to be a CB to get the whole lot, does there? Oh well, I'll have to do it a bit at a time. Sally at war with the Muslims? Is she ever not at war with the Muslims? Seriously though, good question. No, she has a bunch of truces though. Portuguese holy war for Leon. So she was at war with these guys. The Sultanate of Badajoz, is that? Even though they don't own it, but well, whatever. She definitely seems to be making her way in the world, let's put it that way. She's making an impression on Europe. Good for her, I say. Why is she excommunicated? I don't know. She must have pissed off somebody important. Dear. Then again, I'm pretty sure we might still have an anti-pope knocking around the place. Catholicism has been a mess in this playthrough. Sometimes the pope just excommunicates to be fun. It's like this. He's like the medieval 2 Total War Pope. I hate you. Why? Because I do. Nah. Right. Fine. Gonna go get a bunch of lads in a boat and burn down Rome again. Yeah. Why have you got your banners raised, matey? Or are you... Yeah, no, you're the guy in charge here. What is he up to? He's currently at war with... He's gone to war with the Knights of St. John. Really? What is wrong with you, dude? Also, the Knights of St. John don't have Malta anymore, it would appear. Alright, cunt. Let's be having your land. Let's have, it doesn't matter that much. Let's have that bit. That's the bit that's prospering right now, so we'll have that. Hey, personal levies. I'm back. It's that time again. You're incompetent stewards of a group of smugglers. Damn it, Conan. Why? Right, we got commanders. Yep, we got Abdul, we got Bobbard, we got Gilchrist. March onwards. Defensive pact opposing Grigoris, this guy, the Emperor of the Byzantines, I guess, has been disbanded. Now, why does he get a cool purple border? Is it because he's dead? I don't know. I want a cool border like that with the purple bits on it. Right. No, it's because it's an imperial government, but then, and yeah, and I'm a feudal one. Fuck knows. Anyway, that would be the Knights of St. John there laying siege. Let's go lend him a hand, shall we? Catriona finally died. She was Queen of Hungary, don't you know? And she was a pretty decent spy master once upon a time. Mayor Conan beams a smile at you while handing over a pouch of gold. He claims it contains the savings accumulated from hard work and donations from the richer families in your realm. Ah, this makes up for your earlier cock-up. Well done. Mayor Conan reminds you of all the good work he's done lately. He thinks that with a fair compensation from his own pocket, the County of Meath is only a modest request. Meath. That sounds Irish to me. This little bit down here I've got. Okay. He's right. Job well done. Hey, we lose arbitrary and gain just. And we gain a couple hundred gold. Yeah, let's have that. You're welcome to Meath. Enjoy. I'll be taking this bit for myself, I'm sure. Well, actually, no, I probably won't because it's a de jure war. And not a fabricated claim. But I'll be having Orkney soon, so that works too. Although I've just noticed that my domain size has increased to 11. From, I think it was 9 earlier, so I can have quite a few more territories if I wanted to. There we go. It's the battle I wanted to have. That's bumped up the war score pretty significantly. Let's go take his capital. Aria Biz Empress. Why? I already have a wife and she's brilliant. Victory, jolly good. Things quickly get out of control as my soldiers storm the gates of Leith. Killing indiscriminately and sacking every building they come across, they seem to have lost all sense of discipline. Oh no. A foreign invading army going out of control and committing a massacre in Ireland. Where have I heard that before? Hey, wait for me. Jesus Christ. I'll stop this immediately and hang the culprits. Doodles, Dr. Fat. See you next time. The Byzantines have a bit of a monopoly on purple, I'm afraid. Oh well. You can't win them all, I suppose. One of two options will happen. 72% chance if you manage to regain control of the army. All controlled armies. 5% of all troops killed. Apparently we're going to decimate them or something. Gain 50 prestige. You get strong leader. 28% chance if you're unable to stop the killing and destruction. Lose castle fortifications. And you get weak leader. Oh boy, here we go. We got strong leader, brilliant. We stopped the massacre. Funny thing, what I just said there was a very on-the-nose reference to Oliver Cromwell, but while he did commit some horrible massacres, well, or at least some horrible massacres were committed under his watch in Ireland, he did paradoxically also hang a bunch of his soldiers for stealing chickens in Ireland as well. He was a very inconsistent fellow, Oliver Cromwell. Victory. Oh, come on, can we please get this over with? 79% war score.